Hello, English learners. And so I am back, your ESL teacher Ren. And for today's episode or lesson, for today's lesson, we are going to discuss about how would you introduce yourself. For example, you have to write your own personal data sheet. For example, you are applying for a job and the hiring officer wanted you to fill out an information form about yourself. How would you write that down in a format that's acceptable? Okay, so I have here an example. So let's discuss about it. Okay, and before we start, I have here some notes that I wrote down, and okay, let's read on. Okay, for proper nouns, the first letter should always be written in a capital letter. Okay, so for example, your own name. Okay, in this example, the name is, if you can see, the name is Jacob Rashon. Okay, wait, sorry. Uh, wait, uh, let's do it again. Okay. Moving forward. Okay. Um, in this one, in this sample, hi, my name's what? You write your name. It's Jacob Rashon. Of course, Jacob Rashon is a proper noun. So you have to write it in, you have to write the name, Jacob, in a capital letter J, and then everything follows with the small letters. And then again, the last name, the first letter has to be written again with a capital letter. So unlike in other native languages, I think it's not necessary to write your name in capitalized letter like this. I mean the first letters. But in English, you have to write it this way. So remember that, okay? Always write your name in a format like this. The first letter has to be capitalized, has to be written capitalized letter, J and R, okay? So moving on to our next. I'm from Spain. So you can write down here what country are you from. For example, here it's Spain. So again, Spain is a name of a specific place. So you have to write it like this. The first letter again is capitalized and the rest are small letters. The same with our third one, I live in Barcelona. So Barcelona is also a specific name of a place. So just like Spain, you have to write it in a capital letter B and the rest are small letters. I live in Barcelona. Okay, so that's the correct format. And moving on with your birthday, you can write it like this. My birthday is on. So once again, May is a proper noun. It's in here written in our examples, December. So you have to write it like that. Again, first letter is capitalized and the rest are small letters. And then the date, birth date, and the birth year. So that's the correct format. For the job, your occupation or your job, you can, for example, in here it's written, I'm a nurse. Or for example, if you are a teacher, let's put it here. For example, if you are a teacher, you can write it there, okay? And the next one is, I work for. Okay, if you are a teacher, then you are working for a private school. You have to write it here. Or if you are a nurse, of course, you are working for a hospital, maybe a private hospital or a government hospital. But that is the correct format again. It's the right way to write it, put it there. Okay. Okay, this one is for your civil status. I'm single. So for example, you're single and not married. So okay, You can write it here. I'm single. Okay. The next one is there are 4 people in my family. So this is your family background. Okay. So moving on, they are. So who's with you in your family? Your parents and your siblings. Okay. You can also write instead of writing my brothers and my sisters, you can just write my siblings. That also means the same thing. Okay? It means the same. It means your brothers and your sisters. So to make it short, you can write siblings. Got it? Okay. Moving on. Okay, here. My father is so this is your parents' job. For example, in here it's written, my father is a policeman and my mother is a teacher. Okay, so these are common nouns, so you don't have to write it in a capitalized letter P or capital letter T. So it's just like this. Just remember, the capitalized letters, the first letters are for proper nouns, but these are just common nouns. Okay, moving on to our next item. My hobby. What are your hobbies? What are the things that you like to do? There are the examples written in here: hobbies, free time activities. It could be reading or painting or surfing the internet or traveling, camping, or going to the movies, to the cinema. So in here, in our example, my hobby is surfing the internet. If you like to, surf the web, maybe do maybe try Facebook or YouTube. What are you doing? That's surfing the internet. Okay. For the next one, my favorite sport is in here. It's written tennis. So if you either not if you are not into tennis, maybe you are into basketball, just write it down in your personal data sheet. Okay. For example, my favorite sport is swimming. You can type here swimming. Where is swimming here? But you can just type it right there. Maybe you can say, uh, for example, you can say, my favorite sport is swimming, right? So that's it. For the next part, in my free time, I also like what? Okay, in this in our example, there's clubbing and bar hopping. In my free time, I also like what's missing in here. You can say, oh wait, we have to move our. Okay, that's what you can say. In my free time, I also like to go clubbing and bar hopping. Okay, or you can just say, in my free time, I also like clubbing and bar hopping. Okay, so for the next one, for example, I don't like horror movies. You can say, I don't like horror movies. The spelling is incorrect. So let's type in here the correct spelling of movies, right? So we have to be accurate with our spelling, right? Okay, so that's the correct spelling of movies. Okay. For the next one, my favorite food is pasta. Or if your favorite food is like pizza, you can just type in pizza. Just write in pizza. My favorite drink is milkshake. Or if you like to drink maybe coffee, if you are a coffee drinker or a soda drinker, you can write in soda or coffee or anything. So maybe fruit juices, anything that you like or your favorite, you can write it there on your personal data sheet. Okay. And then the next part is my favorite day of the week is, okay, so it's either any day of the week from Monday to Sunday. And here in our example, it's Friday. So, and what is the reason? My favorite day of the week is Friday because what? Because what? Because it's the last day. Because it's the last day of the week, right? Here, because it's the last day of the week in this section, written in here, just above the line because it's too short. Okay, so the next one is my favorite month is May. So again, like Friday and May, they are proper nouns, so they have to be written in a capital letter F and capital letter M, and the rest are small letters because they are again proper nouns. Included in our examples are the days of the weeks, right? Okay. So moving on, my favorite singer or band is Coldplay. In here it's written Coldplay. So again, C is capitalized if you can see, as you can see. All right. I'm good. It's because Coldplay is a specific name of a band, of a popular band. So it's written in capital letter C, and the rest is again um, small letters. Okay. For this one, I like comedy movies. Okay. So this is a common noun, so no need to capitalize your letter C. Okay. And this one, my favorite place is, what is your favorite place? In this example, we have, in this sample, we have the beach. My favorite place is the beach. And why is it your favorite? I like it because it's relaxing. Okay. So for the next one, I don't like traveling. I have, I don't, or you can say, I don't, or you like traveling. For example, I don't like traveling. And if you like traveling, I like traveling. I have been to, for example, here, it's Japan, or maybe it's India, or maybe it's China, or Korea, or Thailand. Just type in right here, or write it here, Thailand. I have been to Spain, anything, okay? But this is the correct format. And again, Japan is a specific name of a place. So you have to write it in a capital letter J, and the rest is small letters. Again, capital. First letter is capitalized and the rest are small letters. Okay? Remember that. Remember about proper nouns. What are the rules for writing proper nouns? Always remember that, okay? And the next one here is the most beautiful place in my country is Palawan. So again, we're talking about a specific name of a place. So what are we going to do? Again, this is a proper noun, right? So how do we write it? Again, first letter is capitalized, right? And the rest are small letters. Okay, good. Let's move on to our last sentence here. I study English because. So what's the reason why you are studying English? Okay, in this example, I need it for work and travel. Okay, yes. For example, you want to work in another country, maybe in an English speaking country like uh, the United States of America, or maybe in London, or in England, right? Or maybe in Canada, that English is their native language, okay? So we have to study the English language. It's very important. It's the universal language. Everybody needs it, actually. Even me, or anyone who's a non-native English speaker. So again, I study English because I need it for work and travel. Okay, so again, start from the top. This is an example of how you write your personal data sheet, how you fill up a personal data sheet, for example, for work that you are applying for. Okay, just remember these notes that we wrote, that we have. Proper nouns. First letter always written in a capitalized letter. Okay. Your letter I, if you have to say I am from Spain, I live in Barcelona, for example, your letter I, because you are talking about yourself, right? You are the speaker, so your letter I has to be in a capitalized letter, okay? And for the examples of your proper nouns, it's listed here. So any name of specific places, people, brands, days of the weeks, months of the year, you have to write it in a capital letter, and the rest are small letters. Okay, so for example, Maria for a name, London for a place, December for a month of the year, and Sunday for the days of the weeks. Okay, and for the brands, for example, Prada, Versace, or Nike, all of them are written in a format like this, right? The first letter are always in a capital letter, okay, because they are names of brands, popular brands, and specific, really specific and popular brands. That's it. That's about our lesson for today, how to write a personal data sheet. Okay, so I hope you guys learned something from this lesson, and until next time, see you again. Thank you for watching. Bye.